Helima Croft is Managing Director and Global Head of Commodity Strategy with RBC Capital Markets. She joins us now. Helima, great to have you with us. This is the first time a member of the ruling Al Saud family has been appointed to this position. What is the significance in relationship to the Aramco IPO?
Well, I think it's really important first to specify the fact that while Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman is the son of the king, he is a long-standing technocrat. He has spent more than 3 decades in the energy industry, in the ministry. He is a seasoned professional. So he is really the expert in the room. But in terms of the Saudi Aramco IPO, I think it really is full steam ahead with the Aramco IPO. I think there had been some question marks about the previous oil minister's commitment to the IPO. And I think we're in a situation right now where Mohammed bin Salman has the team in place that he needs to get this IPO off the ground.
When you say questions about the commitment to the IPO, do you mean questions about Saudi Arabia's commitment to OPEC's promises to cut production and therefore the commitment to the IPO?
No, I think actually Khalid al-Falih did a masterful job as oil minister, steering Saudi Arabia and the rest of the OPEC producers through the price downturn. I mean, he was very vigorous in saying Saudi Arabia would do whatever it takes. I'm more talking about in terms of support for the IPO of Saudi Aramco. I think that the move that we saw with his removal first as chairman of Saudi Aramco and now with the new minister in place, I think it's a team that is seen by the leadership as more supportive of the IPO process. I mean, they want this on a very fast timeline. There are reports that they're looking to IPO locally in 2020 with an international listing in 2021. So getting the conditions right for that, I think, will be the challenge of the new energy team.
Helima, what's it mean for the oil price, which was rallying today on the back of this? And does it tell us anything about the kingdom, these moves?
I mean, I certainly think it tells us, again, what the Crown Prince is looking to do in terms of his strategy on Aramco. You know, the Aramco IPO is absolutely essential to the diversification drive, to Vision 2030. It's a cornerstone initiative. In terms of oil price, I think really why the market has rallied is the sign that nothing has really changed in terms of that policy. There had been some question marks when the move was made about whether the new minister was committed to continuing with the cuts, and he was very clear today, both in the interview he did at the World Energy Congress and in his press statements, that there's really not going to be a change in oil policy. What he did say was that he's a consensus builder within the organization. So he's looking to basically forge, more partnership and cooperation amongst the members, not necessarily take a heavy hand in dictating policy to members. And that's really interesting because we're going into a very important OPEC Joint Ministerial Monitoring Committee meeting this week on Thursday in Abu Dhabi. And there are certain countries whose compliance has not been terrific.
All right. Helima, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. Helima Croft joining us from Abu Dhabi.
Thank you.